Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading for the whole month of August. This is going to delve into what is in store for you. We are going to see what type of things are coming up and how is best to deal with it. I'm going to give you some advice and guidance on how to best serve yourself, how to best serve your soul this month. There are 3 card piles, 1, 2 and 3. Take a moment, see which one you are the most drawn to, and then you can skip ahead to your reading. Timestamps are in the description box below. If you'd like to reach out for a more in-depth personalised reading with me, my details are in the same box. I also offer intuitive energy healing and spiritual mentorship coaching if either of those call out to you. I wish you the most beautiful August and I will see you in your reading. Hello Pile 1, welcome to the reading. You picked the Power of Attraction card. And this card is all about, as it says on the tin, the power of attraction. It is your power of attraction, your ability to attract in what it is that you desire, what it is that you want, and bring it to you. It talks about your core frequency, the space within you that holds this power, holds this resonance, that that vibrates outwards. And so that resonance, that call outwards from this core bit of power in you, draws in like moths to a flame, that saying. Like you can draw it in because things are going to be naturally attracted to that frequency that you're putting out. So you do have within you this power to attract all that it is that you desire, all that it is that you want, all that it is that you need. So really, really powerful card and a lovely omen for the month of August. So let's see what the tarot has to say for you. Tarot for August for my pile 1s, please. And we'll get a few more for my pile 1s. Oh. And one more, please. One more. Okay, so the first card that we have is Death. And there's no bad cards in tarot, so don't worry, it's not a bad omen. Death shows the end of a cycle, which is actually a really lovely card to come out with this power of attraction, because with this Death card coming out with it, it means that something's ending. Something is reaching its end. There is a death of something, but with death comes rebirth. And this means that you're closing out a cycle. Something is ending. You have been mourning something. This little figure here that you can see, like at the gravestone mourning, that you have been mourning something and this is coming to an end, this mourning period, this whatever it may be that has come to an ending, so that something can be reborn. And with that, it means that this power source within you is going to be activated. I'm showing it rearing up and starting. So this means that you'll be able to truly attract in the things that you want with this clean slate. Clean slate is the word that Spirit is giving to me here. And then it's followed with the 6 of Cups and actually the 6 of Pentacles too. So we have a double 6 here, both in the reverse. So there's a block here with these 6s. And the first one with the 6 of Cups in the reverse, this one, this is a card about potentially being stuck in the past, and that you have to let people go. You have to let people and their actions go. As in, you have to forgive. You have to move on. There's elements here of and this is going to then tie into this mourning period. It's also a reminder to forgive yourself. So if we don't do these things, for one, we get stuck in this old way of thinking, old way of being, but we also we just stunt our growth. We stunt our path forwards by keeping this link to the past. And then we also have here the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. And this is a card that is all about, in the upright, a card about balance and this flow of abundance. And with it in the reverse, there's a like it's a one-way flow of abundance. This is not flowing. You're either giving too much or you're not giving enough. You're either helping someone too much or you're not accepting help enough yourself. So there's this like balance that is being called for, and also like a acknowledgement of where you truly are. And then I'm noticing here this, I don't know what it is, but this plant that is obviously seemingly, I don't know, it seemed as if it was growing like they're underground, and then this like growth upwards. So there is this like, in this reverse position, there is this like growth being shown, like this rebirth that's coming from this past. Almost, so there's something in what had to die that is coming back up. Spirit showing it like there is a regrowth in this rebirth. So whatever had to die, whatever had to go, is part of this journey in this rebirth. But the key is going to be in finding balance. Let's get some, before we move on, let's get some clarification cards. So yeah, so with the death, we've got the High Priestess. So this is truly about this intuitive clarity that's been offered to you. A full-on divine feminine uprising, and like this really connected to spirit, connected to your true path, connected to your purpose, connected to spirit in such a way that you are being really, really divinely guided, and you understand that. You understand the greater picture. You understand where spirit's trying to guide you. You understand the point as such. But there is something in regards to the High Priestess where she can be known as quite, as in stern, quite cold. And this is because she's got this strong intuitive link, and this strong like wisdom and knowledge in that way. And it's only in as the major arcana moves on and we get to the Empress, like this real embodied heart. This is real divine wisdom, but it can be quite cold. So there's this element here that's really coming through. There's like a knowing, but a detachedness from this death. And I think this is where this like root is coming up, because there is this death this morning, and this will lead to this like resonating in this power of attraction. But you have to be really careful, because if you are really like, if you're mourning but like only to a slight extent, and these do indicate block, if you're not truly letting go of like the whole package, then some of that package is coming with you into the rebirth. So you're going to regrow some of this stuff that needs to be dead. And then in that case, your resonance is going to resonate out and attract in, like, it's like percentage wise, if you're only going to get rid of 70%, then you're still going to be attracting 30% in of what you don't potentially want. So there's this need to really find the balance, to make sure that there's enough leaving behind of everything, and then also like receiving in of said knowledge. And the Six of Cups has got the Ten of Wands with it in the reverse. And the Ten of Wands in the reverse is a card that is about like clinging on to the past, clinging on to these things that don't serve you, things that are actually detracting. Wands is the fire. Things that are detracting from your passions, things that are detracting from that oomph, that drive, that real divine purpose. So there's this like huge death and rebirth portal you're going through with the Death card coming through, that's very, very divinely connected. The thing that has guided this has been spirit. The thing that has guided this has been your connection, your intuition, your guidance to spirit, to allow this death process to really form and start and fall into place. But then it's like at the I'm being shown like at the last hurdle, at the last bit, you're gripping on And this is what's preventing you from walking through this doorway here. You're upside down, can't walk through. And then we have the King of Swords in the reverse with the Six of the Pentacles. Six of the Pentacles. What a funny way to say that. King of Swords in the reverse. So we always want kings in the upright position. They're always much more comfortable, sat on their thrones upright. And the King of Swords in the reverse is a card about manipulation. We don't like him. He's like ego, thinks he knows it all, really, really rigid in his thinking. It's like, I know it all. My way is right. What I think is right. It's over controlling. It can be cold and calculating. So there's two elements of cold here, which really makes me want to say really, really, really go into the fire, into the heart, which makes sense with the King of Wands. But yeah, this manipulation energy, but really, really beware this month of manipulation. And Swords speaks of the air element, so it's how we speak, it's how we communicate, and then it's also of the mind, our fears, worries, our anxieties, our intellect. So be careful this month with, and this is potentially male figures because it's a king, or just someone very much in their divine masculine energy, or less divine because it's in the reverse, but like their masculine energy. Be careful of words that are coming in to manipulate, words that are coming from a really like icky place of ego, rigid thinking that's coming into control. Just be really careful of it, because this is linked here to this lack of abundant flow, giving and receiving, things being fair. In the upright, it's harmonious, it's balanced, the scales are balanced, and they're not balanced when it's in the reverse. And so be linked to this. So like, just have your wits about you in regards to this. Maybe just in anything that either feels wrong, which you should know, because we have the High Priestess here, which is always a great omen for being in tune to your intuition. It's like, this will aggravate this. You will know. We have here, though, the Six of Cups in the reverse. And this is the bit that's like, oh, but this is hitting the emotions. The Cups is your emotions. It's your heart. So it's almost like Spirit is showing it to me in this level. But like, this is how it's getting you in the feels. And this is how it's like playing out on like the very material, worldly realm. And you have to translate them across to each other. So your High Priestess, this element will understand this and it will see it. But don't let dreams of the past and how things were draw you into growing something, allowing something to grow that is actually really not what you want, or really not for you. So the more you can really go through this death process, the more you can truly, truly let go, the more you will attract in exactly what you want. The more you hold on to any bit, just the more confusion it's going to bring. And then we have the King of Wands over here. So King of Wands next. And the King of Wands is like, this is fire. He is creative, successful. This is like natural born leader energy, really, really embodied. So we've got this lovely, lovely energy here. And then with the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles in the reverse is a card that is also linking back to this. So this inability to move ahead. It's like low levels of self-worth that like keep you in a resistance to actually seeing the positivity, seeing the fire. So there's so much linking this. It's like, the way it feels is that it's trying to get out, and then there's these loops back. So really be careful this month of looping back into old patterns, looping back into old ways of thinking, looping back into old people, looping back into just anything that drains you of energy. Keep the power of attraction aspect is like your, like this frequency the more you keep your frequency up, the more you keep your frequency in alignment, the more you're going to draw more of that into you. The more you don't keep your frequency in alignment, the more negative you are, the more like lackluster. That's more of what you're going to draw in. Let's just Ace of Swords and lovely. Okay, it's okay, my loves. It's okay. So the Ace of Swords with the King of Wands. Ace is a new beginnings, fresh starts. This is fresh clarity. And in fact, you can actually see, so this card here, you can see in the background this little house in the dark. And this is a doorway that you're preventing yourself from coming through at this time. But then here we have new beginnings, fresh starts of said house in the background in the daylight. So it's like the dawn will break. And I'm really seeing an opposition here, actually. I know they're across from each other, but this King of Swords and this controlling, manipulative energy here, and then this King of Wands with this really empowered, fiery, visionary power stance in the upright. So it could even be this is two people, differences of opinion, future beckoning, past trying to pull you under, but you are going to be offered this like new sense, this new beginning and this new clarity, this breakthrough. And then interestingly with the bats surrounding this sword, because bats being a creature of the night, they come out and they fly in the darkness. Like the High Priestess, they see without seeing. They have a knowing. Like this card, she doesn't actually have, she just has white, creepy white eyes. Because she can be blind because she can see. But it's like the night is passing, so this is literally a new dawn. The bats are still there, but they will be departing soon, because you've been through this like dark night of the soul. You've been through the night portal. And then we have the Fool here. And the Fool is the start of the major arcana. The Fool is the start of the hero-heroine's journey. So there's a lot of muddled stuff in regards to this death process, but you are being offered this Fool, this new beginning, this new journey, this new adventure. And this is like really fresh thinking. Like he feels fresh. And this is like a clinging on, like this is very much this clinging on to old loops. But we've got this clarity and then this new beginning. So the biggest thing is definitely like this month, just be careful of this old looping system. I'd very much put it as a month of potential cord cutting, potential just focus on really, really letting the death be the death, the end be the end. Endings are always beginnings, so let everything really come to its close. We then have the Sun and House 6. So the Sun is this. So I didn't say earlier, with this power of attraction, this is your solar plexus. So this is your inner sun, this is your inner flame. That is the point from your body that this is resonating from, the sun. So there's real big focus on your internal sun. So solar plexus work is very much recommended for you. I highly recommend solar plexus energy work. You can find guided meditations on YouTube. Reach out if you want any pointers of just little exercises that you can do. And then we have House 6, and this is the house of your daily routines. This is your health. This is everyday, like daily life, and it says here establishing a foundation. So watching these old feedback circuits, And then like also like really, really seeing them, paying attention to them, so you can see this feedback loop and break it, so that we can get to this fall. And I have full faith in you to do this. That's why the fall's on offer. But this is very much about a daily routine thing. This is something that is going to take like effort, in the sense that you establish a daily practice is very much recommended here. But the daily practice could be like 5 minutes. It's not a huge ask. It's something that's really simple that could really, really help you really, really ensure that your internal sun, your internal flame, your power of attraction is attracting in the true things that you want, the true things that you deserve. It says here, self-express and embody truth. So this is the work, guys. The death and rebirth process focuses on your ability to be truthful to yourself. The less truthful you are to yourself, the less that can actually die, the less space there is for the new, the rebirth. So really, really be careful and really, really pay attention to what it is that you are manifesting, because a part of this is that you are a powerful manifester, that you have this ability to powerfully manifest what it is that you want. Let's pull some more cards for you. Let's go with this deck. So we have the void. And we have cold. So the void, stop, embrace winter and the great cosmic wound. And this is the death. Really, really allow the death process. As in, really immerse yourself in the void, into this great winter. The more you can immerse yourself into this and let the death and rebirth process really, really do its job, the quicker this feedback loops will be cut and you can just move forward of like bringing in exactly what it is that you desire. And there'll be elements of this type of thing coming up anyway. So this is obviously just for you. So this is just your August and this is the month ahead. But we've just had Chiron go retrograde. So if you're watching this on my socials, I have a written pick a card reading in regards to this. So Chiron is retrograde until January, early January. So it's a long period, and Chiron is this happens quite a lot of the year, each year. So it's big in the sense that I think Chiron is big because Chiron is the wounded healer. It's what my logo is based off of. It is the key. It's our hurts and our heals. The more we heal our hurts, the more we get on our soul path, the more we can go forward. So to me, it's massive. It's huge. It's a really big part of our astrology. And so it is impacting us, and especially you, in regards to this death and rebirth process. Because it's affected death and rebirth, these elements will always link into Chiron. So have a look at that. If you don't already know where Chiron is your chart, I recommend looking at Chiron. It's retrograding in Aries, so it will link to Aries as well in your chart. Let me know if you already know like how this is affecting you. I'll be interested to see if you pick this pile and what your Chiron is saying. Anyway, lean into the darkness, lean into this death process, really, really work and focus on cutting the cords so that you can truly manifest what it is that you want. Because we have called, and this doorway is the right way up. Like the Five of Pentacles behind here, they're locked out of the church. They're locked out in the cold. And they're looking up at the stained glass window, I want to get in, and they can't. Well, they can, but they can't. And then like this in the reverse. But this new beginning, my love, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. This is what it's taking you towards. This is truly, like with the High Priestess said, this is truly linked to your divine purpose. This is why you are here. So whatever's happening in this death process, whatever you've had to let go of, whatever has had to die, this is part of it. And the more you cling on, the more you're resisting where you're actually supposed to be. So really, really lean into it, guys. Like it will truly, truly serve you. Let's give you some tools for the month ahead. Okay, so loads just fell back into my box, and I looked at the pile of them and went, no, there's too many, I'm not doing it. And I can't. So we have to. They wanted to come out. So the first we have here is B, community, cooperation, and sweetness. So you can use the B as an ally, call in B energy, very linked to the divine feminine. But the fact here that we have this community and sweetness, this death process, call in community, whether that is just your friends in general or your family or going into circle, whether it's a therapist, whatever it may be, it's calling in assistance. You do not have to do this alone. Locate, find the sweetness. Find your sweet spot. What is sweet to you? What is that like, honey, like to you? This will really help you with cutting these cords. What will give you that level of sweetness and satisfaction in your life? We also have mushroom, recycling, breaking down problems. And guys, this is just tying in to what we said in regards to this cutting loops. So you can once again call in mushroom energy to work with. Ask for its guidance, ask for its assistance. Mushrooms are amazing communicators. They can really, really assist you. So things to use. We then have fog, obscurity, feeling lost. But this is about clearing the fog and clearing the way, so that we can get to this new beginning. If you can even see the clouds left here with the sword that's coming out. So this is all part of it. You could do a meditation involving fog. So a really quick run through of meditation you could guide yourself through is like setting up the scene so that you are in like a scenario where there is loads of fog, or fog comes over and you are feeling lost and confused, and within that meditation that you find the light, you find the sweet spot, you find the sun. Through in the meditation you take a journey to find the sun so the fog clears. This visual representation, this meditation can really, really help your energetics. If you're like, what are you on about? I don't understand. Please reach out. This is something we could do in session together. And then we have fruit, achievement and success. So I love that you've got these like little positive omens towards the end. But this is just a key of like what you go through to get you to where you want to be and where you're supposed to be. You could also, with this daily practice that it's suggesting to you, and finding the sweetness and finding the inner sun. If you like berries, obviously, if you don't, it wouldn't be a great one. But if you like this type of fruit, you could have some every day, or go and give some as an offering, or go for a nature walk. There's blackberries everywhere at the moment. Either have, like, take some, ask, take some, and, you know, have them yourself, or potentially just gift them. Take them to somewhere else you like, gift them to a friend, something involving berries. These fruits of success, of achievement, of a reminder. So you're bringing in the energy and reminding yourself of this success that can be yours. So incorporating them in some way. What spirit animals want to come forwards for my pile one? We have crane and surrender. Let go of limiting beliefs. Be as expansive in your thoughts as your soul is. Interesting that being expansive in your thoughts as your soul is. So this King of Swords here, the rigidity of the thinking. I very much linked it to someone else, but it could be yourself. surrender, go with flow. Virgo South Node to Pisces North Node. Let go of that control aspect so that you can flow. Surrender. Surrender to your path. Surrender where you're supposed to be. Get rid of the things that don't serve you. Then let go of limiting beliefs. Let go of the old loops, old patterns, old ways, old people that don't serve you. The crane, bring it in. And then elephant, grounding. Ground your energies and emotions deep into the earth. So give yourself a grounding practice this month. Go get your feet on the grass. It's a lovely month to do it. It's much more horrible if you're saying that midwinter. Elephants are wise. And then they also link into this community aspect. Elephants know their tribe, their core, their family. So that's really coming through with really, really ground yourself in community, really, really ground yourself in people that actually see you, people that support you, people that honor you in the way that you want to be seen and honored and deserve to be seen and honored. So definitely a part of this coming up for you. Let's do one more deck. For my pile ones, please Spirit, for the month of August. Any other guidance and assistance for them this month? So we have Amber and Dawn Redwood, Rewild, Druid and Tree Keeper, perception versus reality. These feedback loops in your head that you have that really need to be dealt with. And interestingly, so this is the 10 of Wands here that was in the reverse, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wands. We have 9 wands here. And with that, this is like the 9 of Wands to the 10 of Wands. And in the freedom, you will find the freedom in helping you like get to the journey and making sure your mind, the perception versus reality. Cut these feedback loops, cut what doesn't serve you, and very much ground. Time in nature will also be really, really helpful. You can use amber as well. Stromalite and fern, acacia, strip back and simplify, look to your origins. And there's this unfurling that occurs here. This is what's asking of you to unfurl. Let go of what doesn't serve you. Death. Keith, right there, he's been poking out the whole time. Death. Let the death process occur so that you can be reborn. You can be rewilded. Is rewilded a word? It is now. Gold and apple. Rewriting. Queen codes, her story, healing distortion. We've got these balanced scales here, the ones that are out of balance here. This is about bringing yourself into alignment, bringing yourself into balance. And look at this little bee. Can you see the little bee that's on the apple? You're heading towards gold. You're heading towards this crown. The crown here of the success. You're heading towards this full-on embodiment of what it is that you are, your purpose here. So no, it may not be that you're actually going to end up wearing a crown. But as in like metaphorically, your soul will get its crown. Very much a feminine, like divine feminine, divinely connected purpose uprising for you this month. I hope this helped, guys. If you have any questions or comments, anything, like leave them below. I would love to hear from you. Let me know how your month of August serves you, and I will see you soon. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You picked What You Want Wants You. And this is a card about these spirals of manifestation, this calling out that you've had to the universe of what it is that you want. We've got Spirit saying it wants you too. It's coming, it's on its way to you, it does want you. But with the what you want wants you, there's this like a real core element of tapping into what it is that you do want and making sure that it's coming from truth and authenticity, like really, really heart-led for you. so that what you're attracting in is really what you so desire. But the main bit is just Spirit saying, like, it's coming. It wants you to. Have you been trying to manifest a certain thing for quite some time, and it's just not coming, and you're, you know, almost giving up hope? And it's that, like, what potential blocks or things are there for you that you need to work through? Do you hold any shame or guilt of what it is that you want, that is, like, it's on its way to you, but like it's really, really clearing the way, so that you can really bring in what it is that you desire? So, oh, what does the tarot have to say for my pile twos for the month ahead? Two more cards, please, for my pile twos. Thank you. And okay, causing chaos. Right. We've got a lot of swords here. And swords are the air element. There are fears, our worries, our anxieties. So really, what is it that's blocking you? What are you holding on to that's blocking your manifestation? What are you holding on to that's really keeping a block in this stuff arriving to you? So the Six of Swords is a card about transitions. It is a movement, this journey in the boat, but there's still six swords. So there's this transition, this movement. There is a movement from, like, the past to the future. There's a movement from one level of trauma to being a more healed version of self. This is a spiritual evolution. It is a personal evolution. It is a transition. It's a rites of passage. But there's still six swords, as you can see. There's like one guiding, and then five stuck in her back. So there is this, you are moving, have been moving, will be moving through August, with this period of realignment. And this can be uncomfortable. This journey, five swords in the back, and we've got the Grim Reaper figure, the death figure behind her. Full moon, just noticed. Full moons are about releasing. So there is this element of this trauma, this shame, this baggage in some description that's weighing down on your mind that needs to be worked through this month, that will be coming up to be worked through. And then we have the Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups, cups is the water element, it's our heartfelt, it's our emotions, it's our relationships. And this is a card about choices, these seven cups in front of her. There's a desire here with the Seven of Cups of wanting to move forwards. And 6 to 7, 6, 7, 8, in fact. There's a wanting to move forwards, but there's these choices and an inability to choose. And almost like a level here of like wishful thinking. There's options, but there isn't the full picture. There's like a fantasy-esque level here. And then there's almost like a bringing back down to earth as we return to the swords again. The Eight of Swords. Because this is a card about feeling stuck. But this is a card about unbinding yourself. The swords that were in your bag here, the swords are now placed down, and you're actually rising up and away. And your bandage that was keeping you blinded and lost is unraveling. So there's like a really heavy movement through, especially your mental scape, but also your heart scape. We've got swords and cups. Swords and cups. Like, that's your heart. So it feels really, really like my energy feels really, really heavy. But it's this movement through. Because the Five of Cups is a card about grieving. It's a card that can talk about a broken heart, and then we have this, the Three of Swords here. It can speak on wallowing and being in self-pity, but that's normally when this figure is looking at these three spilled cups. And you're not. You're looking away. You're looking at this new dawn, the breaking of the new dawn. So it's almost like a level of like seeing hope, seeing a new horizon, seeing these desires off into this distance, coming forward, becoming real, becoming manifest. Because you're not looking at these three spilt cups of what has been lost. So there is a massive element for you of breaking free this month. And then the Three of Swords, a card about pain and heartbreak and loss and suffering and grief. Really horrible, uncomfortable card. But it's upside down. And you've got this painful, grieving figure here with this stabbed heart. But it's like the swords can just fall on out. So the journey that you're going on this month is very much linked into your freedom, freeing yourself. Whatever your heartbreak was, whatever's caused you this grief at your heart that is then causing this like torment in your mindscape is being released. But this is the month of August, so this is a process through the month. Let's get, I want assistance cards. How to assist, please. And please remember that with this like a bit of a tricky, uncomfortable, heavy journey of the month of August, what you want wants you. So at a real core level, because at your core, deep within you, there's a core truth. Even if you're not honest with yourself about what that core truth is. And this could be part of this excavation. Deal with this passage, deal with the heartbreak, deal with the pain. And actually, what do you want these Seven Cups like to look like? So this person here has a dragon and a castle and a snake. But what do you want in your Seven Cups? Like, what do you want on offer to you? At your authentic truth core, like, what is it truly that you desire? And it's a great time to tap into that, like, pure heart space, because we're in the month of August, so it's Leo season for a majority of it. Virgo season doesn't start till the 22nd, and that's like pure heart, lion heart. Assistance, please, Spirit, for pile 2. Assistance, please. I saw some more. No, there's too many, so let's try again. 2 cards, please, for assistance. 2. Perfect. Okay. Glorious. Wonderful. I love it already. So, we have the Judgment in reverse with the 6 of Swords. And like initially, straight off the bat, 2 Major Arcana, and then ending with Major Arcana with the Chariot as well. So quite a lot of high intense energy as your assistance cards, which we like. That is very helpful. And the Judgment in reverse is a card that speaks of the stagnation. This is a card like, because in the upright you're surrendering to will, surrendering to spirit, realigning. And there's a stubbornness, a holding on to something that isn't meant for you, stagnation. And in that, you are sabotaging yourself. And this is linked here to the Six of Swords. So this is assistance with this. And Six of Swords is that transition. So you're being taken on this transition. This is something guided. It's like almost like spirit forces you onto this boat, whether you bloody like it or not, and you're going across the water. The Judgment is saying you've got this resistance, and that's the bit to work on. That's the bit that will that holds your key to being able to like move through it better, is truly this letting go. These 5 swords that are stuck in her back, the quicker you can dissolve them, get rid of them, cut the ties, get them like laid down, the more you get into alignment, into purpose, and onto the right path. And then we have the Justice card in the reverse, which also talks about an imbalance. We want the scales balanced, which it would be in the upright. And they're not. So something needs to come into balance. So this 7 of Cups, this choices, this wishful thinking, the confusion here that will be brought in is because there isn't balance. So what you need to do is bring things into balance, make things just, make things equal, make things harmonious. This will all be linked to whatever this transition period is. And this is the stuff you're going to know, guys. If you're still sat here going, I don't know what you're talking about, you're either in a massive case of denial of what is going on in your reality that needs to be looked at. Please reach out. I can assist with that. Or it may just not be the right pile for you, and please go pick another one. If it's like if you've got this far and you're just like, no, not at all, then like please just don't waste any more time. But bring things into balance, because this is going to help this freedom. And the 8 of Swords can talk about victim mentality, but freeing yourself from it. So some of this balance may come in with you being truly truthful with yourself. The balance also comes in with this is not just getting rid of other people's baggage and stuff that other people have brought in. And it's not about poo-pooing everybody else and saying it's all their fault. This is also taking accountability for your part in things and making peace with it. Forgiving self, forgiving others. Because then we have with this, the release aspect here, the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is new beginnings. New beginnings in love and creativity and self-love. There's this flow that returns. And I love that we've got this crow, raven, I don't know, I'm bad with blackbirds, with this pentacle, offering it to the cup, and then followed with the 7 of Pentacles. So this is like the Ace of Cups, this beginning point, this starting point, this start of the journey. That then followed with the 7 of Pentacles, a card about reflecting on like the work you've done. This is the fruits of your labor. It's like starting here though. And then we have the Chariot, a chariot full of abundance, full of goods from the garden. And Chariot in the upright is wonderful because it's swift movement forwards with purpose to what it is that you so desire. And it can only be swift and moving forwards because it's balanced. And especially 5 of Cups being this like this shift away from this grieving of what has been lost and seeing this breaking dawn. It feels much like there's going to be this new beginning if you can get this balance in and truly let go. And like this breaking dawn is this, what is it that you see off in that distance? What is this garden of abundance that you see for yourself? You've planted the seed of intention. It is not to say that you're going to plant seed of intention and get this garden of abundance within this monthscape. It's that you're going to see, you're going to feel in your heart space, and this belief will come in, and that's this, the what you want wants you. You'll activate, you'll start this being able, I'm now being shown it like moving. It's like it's frozen in place. But with this work, with the releasing of the swords from the heart space, you'll get the dream back. And then that's what you're gung-ho off heading towards with the Chariot. And like I said, the fact that it is major arcana, bracketing it, and this is full speed ahead, determined and off to victory. But remember, it can't go off to victory unless there's balance, unless these two guys at the front here are balanced. Right, let's get some more cards for you. Pile 2. For my pile 2s, please. Aquarius. So Aquarius is about thinking outside the box. Originality. And we've got Aries. Independence, bravery and passion. And then house 2. Physical security, possessions, material values and self-worth. So Aquarius, although it's air element, lots of swords here. So air, but it has this flow, it's the water bearer. So this is very much a month getting into flow, and to do so thinking outside the box will help you. And then Aries, first sign of the zodiac. So there's this like that push. Aries like goes off at full speed, full of fire, full of passion. It's brave, it's independent. And Aries, so Chiron is retrograde in Aries. So this heavy top line will very much link to your Chiron. And it's retrograde. There is a post up on my socials, a written pick a card reading that you could go and look at. But it feels like this is a very, if you do this, is this big push outward from your Chiron wounding. So you're healing. And then house 2 with this is our material stuff. It's the physical security, as it says, and self-worth. You're very much going to step into a place where that is more embodied. And that will be linked to this balance. You will feel more worthy. You will feel more secure. So this balance, ask yourself, how can you make yourself feel more secure? Some more cards, please, for my pile 2. Empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. This will be part of this cutting ties, clearing the way. That transition, 6 of swords across the water. What swords are you taking with you that are not even yours? What baggage is yours? And deal with that. But what baggage is not yours that you can simply let go of? Ooh. And then we have the void and called. If you happen to be drawn to pile number 1 also, I do recommend it. There has been resonance even within the first card to it. But then these are collective readings, and this is the month of August, so, you know, they are all going to be linked. Cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. This Ace of Cups, really, really tap into your heart space. Really, really ensure you're moving from your heart space. And this will really help you attract what it is that you desire and bring it to you. With the void, stop, embrace winter, and the great cosmic womb, this is the top row. This is this immersing yourself into the void. Immerse yourself into this space so you can truly let go of these swords, so you can truly break yourself free. To heal, to break ourselves free from things, we actually have to enter the void. We have to enter the shadows. The healing doesn't come in the light. It brings us to the light. It helps us locate the light, but we have to enter the void. So don't avoid it. Go into it. And this is called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. You're being guided this month to a opening, to a doorway. It's literally just said to me, Virgo season. So everything we've been speaking of speaks much more of the Leo season, and then Virgo, that's when things can truly land. This is when that, I said, as the spiral was like actually started to move, the spiral will start to move when you cross through this, and it will be linked to Virgo season, which is a season that is very much linked to service with spirit. See what tools we can give you to assist you through the month of August. Time, presence and self-awareness. So please use time. I recommend triple goddess work as well when this one comes through, digging into the roots, ancestral work, that awareness of self within. Where do you sit in that, like in your ancestral path? We have moth, mystery, concealment and illusion, and then we also have harvest, determination and hard work. Use the moth as an ally. Ask it to help see what is being concealed. What is the illusion? What are you not seeing? This blindfold is coming off, and you can assist it with moth work. And then harvest, determination and hard work. And this links here into the Seven of Pentacles. The Chariot is the harvest you're heading towards, but you'll get the harvest because of your determination and hard work. So put the work in here so that all that you dream of, this garden of abundance, this harvest, can be yours. See what spirit animals want to be with you. Owl, sight, detach your emotions from situations you cannot control. Owl sees in the dark. Owl sees without seeing. It's great and wise. And so use that. Use your inner wisdom. Use your inner high priestess. Use your intuition to guide you. Detach your emotions from situations that you cannot control. This is heartbreak. This is pain and suffering. And this is all linked to the heart space that's affecting your mind. Detach the heart space from, so it's not giving you these anxieties. Detach from things that you cannot control. Penguin, diamond light activation. Light activations and new energies are coming your way. Be open to receive and welcome them in. This is what you're working towards, guys. This is the receiving of what you want and wants you, and it's going to allow it to come in. Some final cards, please. Amethyst and passion flower, violet flame, transmuting, breaking addictions and nervous system. So focus on your nervous system, ensure you remain well and calm this month, and use the violet flame. Use it to assist this pattern of transition, the breaking free. It's a really powerful tool to transmute. Preseli, bluestone, pilgrimage, sacred sites, grid work and dragon energy. So called dragon energy in. Definitely with the key here, I definitely recommend looking at your Chiron placements with this retrograde. So find out where Chiron is your chart, and also it's affecting the Aries because it's part of your chart too. But sacred sites, if you feel drawn this month anywhere, follow that intuition, follow that guidance. If you've had the calling to go to any sacred sites, then now would be a great time to do it. But dragon energy, and you can journey within your mindscape. You don't have to go anywhere. Filgrite and rosebay willow herb. Rosebay willow herb is everywhere currently at the moment. If you're out for walks, you can pick her leaves and dry them and make a tea. I recommend. Regeneration, acceleration, change, and shamanic wisdom. So you really like this portal. So Virgo season is your marker. Acceleration, change, and shamanic wisdom. You really are this rebirth, this push forwards into like where you're supposed to be, this chariot, and then what you want wants you. This is when the spiral will really start pulling in what it is that you desire. The work you're doing through the month is ensuring that that mechanism, so that I don't know what it's called, if you're pulling something in like a hose in the garden, you're winding it back up, so you're pulling something in. It's like that's broken right now. So what your work is to do is to fix that mechanism. So fix the mechanisms within your mindscape and your heartscape. Do the healing, do the work, so that you can find the balance, so that the mechanism works, so you can really draw in what wants to be yours. I hope this helped, guys. Please leave comments in the box below. Let me know how it resonated for you. Let me know if you need any extra assistance. If you want a more in-depth personalized reading that will really dig into the depths for you, please reach out. And I also offer energy work. So this could be something that could be quite helpful to assist with the levels of pain, suffering, and heartbreak that we see here. And I will see you in my next reading. Have a wonderful August, guys. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You picked the collaborative dreaming card. And this card, as it says, is about collaborative dreaming. This is a card that is calling you to collaborate from your heart space, to call in like-minded people that think the same, that resonate the same as you, to collaborate, to consciously connect, to create and to weave. So this is a card about, coming together. If you've been a lone a lone wolf even, let's try that. It's a card about reaching out, coming together, like going towards community now, working with a person or with people. And if you're already with a group of people and it's not feeling right, it's to link into people that now resonate with who you are and where you are at. That is what the month of August is called, calling in for you. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Tarot for my pile 3s. Okay, we are having that one, we are having that one. Okay. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Right. So, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 6 of Swords, Justice, and the Star. So, 7 of Pentacles is a card about your hard work and your determination and the fruits of abundance that you have from the seeds that you have planted and tended to and looked after. This is the abundance you have because of the work you put in. So the 7 of Pentacles in regards to your month ahead is very much looking at long-term investments. So a combination of what have you already planted, tended to, and seen grow, but then this dreaming aspect of how you can dream, like what do you dream this to be in the future. And like I love that she's looking at this pile of cards here. So it's like, this is the garden you've already grown, but then let's see how can you collaborate, how can you dream, what do these cards tell you with how to move forwards this month. And then we have the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups is a card about disappointment. We've got these 3 spilt cups, and it's generally talking about how this person is not paying attention to the fact they have these 2 full cups, and they're not. But what I love is this person is not actually focused on the 3 spilt cups either. Cups are the emotional landscape, they're our heart space. And so the 5 of Cups with this figure looking off into the future, like into the distance, into this breaking dawn, shows that although your heart may have been broken, although there may be these levels of grief or disillusionment, that a dawn is breaking, the sun is rising, and there's hope on the horizon. And as the 6 of Swords talks about transition, it talks about a movement across and this is our mental landscape because it's the swords. So there is this month, this very big shift away from pain and suffering, this big shift away from whatever in your life of late has been weighing you down, has been hurting your heart, has been causing you anxiety. Because you're going through this rite of passage, and the rite of passage takes you away from it. And it's not just taking you away from it. This is because you have done the work to actively shift ways of thinking, to heal your heart, to heal your wounds. So you're shifting away from pain, you're shifting away from self-pity, you're shifting away from like, oh, woe is me. And because we have Justice and Star, so two major arcana, and Justice is about balance. This is karmic balance. This is about harmony. She has been on the journey. Like literally, she's being guided here by this sword. It's guiding her forwards. Silver to gold. The alchemy. Transmuting. And then holding it. This is a warrior's tool, a warrior's weapon. You've got this balance, but it's full of abundance. And then the Star, which is a card all about hopes renewed, faith renewed. And this collaborative dreaming aspect of this is to really know that this journey to this hope and faith renewed is all going to be linked in to what it is that you want to create and bring forth in the world. What we suffer through for a reason. And it's a really horrible thing to say when someone is suffering, that, you know, it all happens for a reason, because that is a shitty thing to say. But equally, it is true, because the things that torment us, the things that come and cause us pain, are our teachers. What have you learned in this loss? What have you learned in this suffering, in this rites of passage? Stuff you've worked through because you're balanced here and you have hope and faith. This is the end, like completion stage type of thing throughout this month. But what is this hope on the horizon, this dawn? This idea? What is it that you want to create? What is it that brings you to this space of community and togetherness and co-creation, collaborative dreaming, collaborative weaving? And that's what I want to pull this second row. How does this connect to the collaborative dreaming? If you were drawn to pile 2 as well, I recommend possibly even pausing this and then coming back to it. So, how does it link? We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is a card about being really impatient and having really scattered energy and like trying to move too quickly, and it offers a whole energy of like unpredictable, scattered energy that is not that's not streamlined. We want it streamlined. And then with the Queen of Swords following it, so Knight to Queen, both in the reverse, this has got the same sort of energy of like the scatteredness, not being able to think straight. And this can also then talk of like a bit more lacking in emotion, because it's the Queen of Swords. She is one of the mind, but it's wanting this clear thought. Almost with this, especially as the above one, stepping away from this emotion, like stepping away from the emotional hurt and then into the mindscape of it to clear the mind. So because of this little link to collaborative dreaming, it's going to help you clear your mindscape. What will bring the clarity, what will bring like the streamlined thinking and the lack of like scatty all over the place thinking, or even that you're too hard lined with your thinking, could be the opposite end of the Knight of Swords, is collaborative dreaming, working with others. They will help clear the way in your mind. They will help structure your mind. They will help structure your mental landscape. This will help bring you such clarity. so that this Seven of Cups, so that you have these options. So working together with people. And collaborative dreaming can be calling in community, can be calling in that person that you really wanted to work with on that project for so long. Someone that works very similar to you and you think that you could vibe. This could be a therapist. But it's going to bring mental clarity by working with them, that then offers up these choices, heart-led choices. What options have we got? Or even the fact that you've got all these multiple options and all these different streams to explore. And there's this unbinding, like I said here, this unbinding of the mental landscape, this freedom that's occurring out of self-sabotage, out of victim mentality, out of oh woe is me, this uprising from your mental landscape to be free, a completion stage. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is almost like an Ace of Pentacles. It's a card about new beginnings and new opportunities, new connections, and then making those plans a reality. This is a card that's almost like, this is dreamscaping, collaborative dreaming, and even this, she's got her eyes shut and she's dreaming. But this is the new beginning, so the next stage will be making those things a reality. The month of August is for the dreamscape, the planning, the cleansing, the clarity, the clearance. Hope will be renewed, new beginnings, and then moving forwards, you can take action. Just keep that bit. This is not the month for action. This is the month for dreaming. So we have Venus and Yang. How interesting, because Venus is feminine. Oh, causing chaos. So we have Yang coming through. This is the masculine. Proactivity, expression, doing, and forwards motion. This will be the first point of call. The actual, like, reach out, the actual call out, making it happen. Book that therapist, book that coffee date with the person, whatever it may be. And then it's about the divine feminine. Then it is about the flow. This is the love, the beauty, the creativity, the opening, the dreamscape, the feminine. Some cards for my pile. 3 Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song frequency of sound. Yes, collaborative dreaming, my loves. Share your words, share your song. Share what it is that you have to say. Potentially use whale energy also. Earth pulsing, pulse of mother, slow down time in nature, and cosmic ancestors seed the light by staying grounded. Right, so Venus is Earth. So Venus very much speaks of that earthly, grounding, yummy humanness. So very much this, and feminine. Venus is feminine. Rules like that earth elementy, groundedness. You will seed the light, this divine inspiration, all of these things, this collaborative dreaming, seed it and put it into the ground. New beginnings. If this was an Ace of Pentacles, it's about planting that initial seed of intention, planting that seed for that new beginning, new journey. Collaborative dreaming. This is a month of the dreamscape, bringing it down into a rooted, grounded thing. Because it is not action time, but it is very much about rooting it. Time and nature will assist with this. But this slowing down is this like yummy Venus energy, like love, beauty, sensuality. Just enjoy it. Really immerse yourself in this dreaming process. Really immerse yourself in what it is that you want to create. Immerse yourself in this connection, the collaboration. Like feel the yumminess of it, the sweetness of it. Let's see what tools, advice, guidance can really help my pile number 3s this month. Okay, so we have roots, healthy patterns and early growth. This grounded, this rooting it down. But I would also, with these two cards here, really ensuring that the root system you already have in place is very strong, stable, secure, and has not got like toxic, rotting roots there. This will be this part of this letting go and getting the balance in. We then have pine tree, vitality, longevity and perseverance, and leaves, renewal, revival and progress. Divine feminine showing here. So you can use pine. And in fact, there's just so much nature stuff involved with the pine trees, the leaves, obviously the earth stuff. I very much recommend a lot of time in nature, and that can really help with this dreaming aspect. You may find that a lot of downloads come to you through that. Pine, the vitality, longevity and perseverance, is the energy we want with any project. So it could be a really good one to incorporate. And then renewal, revival and progress. I'm just really seeing the altar here that's being laid out in this card. So I would recommend an altar. Potentially create yourself one at the beginning of the month to hold you through August. But then one especially either when this bit lands or at the near the end of the month, this Page of Pentacles. So you want a nice little nature altar. You can do it in nature, you can do it inside, it's whatever works for you. But in regards to this new seed you're planting, this renewal, because this is the level of renewal, the collaborative dreaming, this is going to be like a renewal of ideas. There'll be stuff that you've already had in your mind, stuff you may have already done, and you're taking a different perspective on it, you're shifting it slightly to progress forwards, to grow new things, to have a new harvest. So yeah, an altar at the beginning of the month, and then clear the way for the active part that will come next. First animal we have for you is giraffe, the bigger picture. Take a step back and gather your thoughts and feelings. What is your bigger picture? What is the dream? This is what we're bringing into the collaborative space. Gather yourself together before you reach out. But we're looking beyond. We're looking higher than we've looked before. And then we have antelope. New pathways. Consider whether you are happy on your current path. This is the new pathway aspect. This is why we're reaching out in the first place, because we're shifting away from this loss and despair. We've got hope renewed. So this is, the whole month is about new. But ensure that old is old and left in the past. This is definitely about reaching out to people, the collaborative dreaming aspect. Remember that. This is about community. This is about combined projects. And then we have some final cards from my pile 3, please. For my pile 3. These are not wanting to play with you. Okay. For my pile 3, please. Rose quartz and olive tree, alchemy of love, peace offering, compassion and Venus energy. And we had Venus under there, so definitely work with Venus this month, because this is really going to bring in the alchemy of love, the love element, this creativity, that joyous, yummy beauty that Venus energy offers, and it's really a place we want to create from. And it is the creativity, the arts come through Venus, so really bring them in. And then emerald and milk thistle, triple goddess here again. Feminine, feminine as well. The Soul's Truth, Atlantis, emerald tablets. So really, really, this is tapping in to your soul's truth, into the hidden parts. Ensure aspects of you are healed through this. This is how we get the balance and the hope. And we're calling in the collaboration to shift your mindset to really, really help see the options in front of you. But there's this deep level of truth that you really, really have to activate and ensure is there. Right, I hope this helped, guys. Please reach out if you would like a more in-depth personalized reading, and I hope you have a beautiful August. Really, really embody that yummy, yummy Venus energy, and I will see you in my next reading.